Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I'm eating 2 pizza-flavored snacks in a row. How often does that happen? Not very often, even for my show. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means that I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is essentially the case today, albeit I got it on my break. So I went over there, took my break, and decided to hop on out to 7-Eleven, check out some stuff, see if there was anything there. And, I'm going through and, a little bit here or there. And then I see these, and I was like, there we go, that's the thing I'm going to review. So, what are we doing here, folks? What am I reviewing for you today? Well, it happens to be... Boom! It is the Porking Good, pepperoni pizza flavored Chicharrones fried pork rinds. Yes! First of all, pork rinds, yay. Second of all, come on. The Porking Good, I love it. Let's pork and go, damn it. I love a fun pun when it's used appropriately. My friend Mike, who occasionally watches my video, he is like the king of puns, and he takes it too far. But to be fair, him going over there and making a good pun eventually got him a wife, so maybe I'm doing it completely the wrong way. But anyway, man, sure, why not? They also had another, super spicy flavor, which I was like, meh, but I figured I'd go with this. And again, so I'm doing pepperoni pizza flavored chicharrones. I just got through reviewing some, boom, deep dish pizza flavored Lays. Sure, why the fuck not? So let's get a thing for the thing. Let's do the best way to make it. Yeah, I kind of want it to read properly. Maybe like that. Yeah, that'll kind of work. Ha 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 ha! It's got a story on the back. Mamma mia, this is no ordinary pizza flavor. These zesty pepperoni pizza flavored pork rinds have an unexpected saucy Sicilian style kick to them that's sure to delight your taste buds. Check out all of our Porking Good Chicharrone flavors: white cheddar, pink salt and vinegar, salted butter, nacho, blah blah. And stupid hot, that's the other one that I saw there. Did you know we also make a pork rind breadcrumb alternative for cooking? Okie doke. No trans fats, 0 carbohydrates. Yeah, sure, why the fuck not? Oh, wow, since I've had pork rinds. Pork rinds are one of those things where it's like, I like them, and sometimes I love them, and then sometimes I only like them, if that makes any sense. So, okay, good sized pork rinds, and these are like the fluffy kind. Because typically when I think chicharrones, I think more of like the sort of heavier Mexican style ones. Like you can get them fresh sometimes at like Mexican supermarkets and stuff like that. And they're delicious, but God are they hard on the teeth. Let's give these a go. No! Wow, even that was flavorful. Okay. Ooh. It's got some kick to it. Wasn't expecting that from pepperoni pizza flavor. But then, you think about it. Pepperoni's a little spicy. But this has got some proper kick to it. Really builds the heat at the back of your throat, like way more than I would have expected. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I like some spicy chicharrones. But, yeah, man. Again, just very unexpected. Wasn't expecting that level of spiciness. Great consistency. For me, that's like basically perfect. Where they've still got a crunch to them, but they're nice and fluffy and airy, and as soon as you bite into them, they start breaking down. They want to be eaten. I like these. These are nice. As for the pepperoni pizza flavor, I kind of get where they're going with it. It's a little bit... There's definitely some seasoning in there that is evocative of kind of a pepperoni pizza sort of deal. I would say more pepperoni than pizza, though. Like, I'm not really getting a lot of seasoning that reminds me of pizza. It's more just kind of like how, like a spicy pepperoni would be seasoned. Yeah, it has just kind of like a sort of a little bit of a herbiness, a little bit of a savoriness, and then like that spiciness. And I think, again, it's probably just along the lines of, basically what you would go over there and, like cure some pepperoni with or whatever, season it with or however you want to say. Yeah, okay. And then just in general, like, they're really well seasoned. They're tasty. I like them. I do like them. I'm not going to say they're my favorite chicharrones that I've ever had. Again, like getting the fresh made ones. Those are unearthly. They're so good. I should review some of those one day. It's been a long time, literally years since I've had them. My dad used to pick them up when he would go shop at the Mexican supermarket. Every now and again he'd get them, and but unfortunately he's been gone for a few years now. I'm going into a weird place and my head doesn't need to be. But Chicharrones is making me think about my dad. But these are good. I think, like I said, I think the consistency on them is fantastic. Like, genuinely, I would say generally in terms of like, like the pre-packaged ones, the ones you get in store. In terms of the consistency, some of the best that I've ever had, if not the best. Like, everyone that I've had so far has been really, really good, really nicely seasoned. And again, just like the way that it's, the composition of it. It's a nice, very nice pork rind. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get them again? Would I recommend them? I'm going to go with yes and yes. But I will say, for me personally, I like what they did with the flavoring, but I have 2 points of contention. One, I think it would have been better just to have called it pepperoni flavor than pepperoni pizza, because again, I'm not really getting anything in terms of like, because you think pizza, you think like cheese and sauce and stuff like that. I'm not really getting anything from that. I'm mostly just getting a pepperoni flavor, which is fine. That's perfectly cool. Again, I think just calling it pepperoni would have been perfectly fine. The other thing is, although I like the flavoring that they use for it, and I love that it has like layers to the flavor, I like the heat that it gives off. That's nice too. The only thing where it kind of loses out a little bit is that you do, because it's, so well seasoned, you do kind of lose out on the flavor of the pork rind itself. I'd actually be really interested to taste, because, they have like all these, really cool flavors and stuff like that. I'd be really interested to just try like just their, just like a normal flavor from them, just normal pork rinds. Because yeah, like I just, lots of flavor, lots of stuff going on in the flavor, but pork rind isn't really part of that flavor. It's more just a vehicle for it. So, but it's still good, and I really enjoyed them. And if I'm going over there and if I'm recommending them, if you like yourself some pork rinds, look, we should probably all eat less pork rinds in our lives if we're being honest. But, if you enjoy yourself some pork rinds, I could see these being a little bit hit or miss for people. It's obviously not a standard flavor that you would get for pork rinds, and I could see that throwing some people off. Also, consistency is a big thing with pork rinds. Some people like them crunchier, what have you. These, like I said, they're a little bit on the more airy, softer side. If that's the case, not for you. Also, they've got that heat to them. So these are, in some ways, a little bit niche, but at the same time, I think they're a really nice snack. And I think that there's something that, especially if you're somebody who already enjoys pork rinds, I feel like these are something you should give a shot. And I think that if you're somebody who doesn't like traditional pork rinds, at least like in terms of flavors and stuff, these might be something to go over there and give a shot because, really they're doing some nice things with it. So, and I definitely want to try out some of the other flavors. At the very least, I'm going to do the stupid hot eventually. Next time I go out to 7-Eleven probably. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there have themselves a truly pepperoni pizza-tastic rest of your life. I love me some pepperoni pizza, even though, and my friends all know this, I should not eat it because for whatever reason, despite the fact that I can eat plenty of spicy stuff with no problem, something about pepperoni pizza definitely, it kind of works my backside in a certain way. I don't know why, but it's just like, it's a thing. And again, amongst my friends, they're like, Brandon, don't go in for that fucking pepperoni pizza. And I'm like, but I like pepperoni. And they're like, if you do, you're going to be in the bathroom for a half hour. And I'm like, And then I eat it anyway. Fuck it. I do what I want. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, what's your personal favorite pizza topping? I'd be really interested to hear this because, it ranges. Like, you can just have basic cheese. You can go, kind of the classic sausage, pepperoni, what have you. You can go garbage pizza. My dad was a garbage pizza fan. He, partially because he knew that if he got a pizza that was too close to the pizza that I liked, I would just eat it. Like, because we'd go over there, he'd get a couple pizzas for us, right? I'd get a pizza, he'd get a pizza. And my pizza would always be my pizza. But his pizza, he'd always have to try to protect it somehow. So he'd put olives on it and fucking onions and shit that he knew that I didn't like. What he didn't realize would eventually happen was, as I got older and my taste buds matured, I'd just fucking eat it anyway. But yeah, so I'd be interested to, your personal combinations. Do you have any weird ones? One that I really like, you got to get like the right place to do it. Eggplant and bacon works really well, actually. I'm just saying, if you have a place that offers eggplant, try it with some bacon. It's good. Bye!